Firstly, a very happy Holi to all of you, and today Holi पर Bollywood की नई गोली Bachchan Paandey has released. So what is it all about? When a struggling filmmaker and an actor set out to make a biography on one of the most dreaded gangsters, they have little idea about just how crazy and how dangerous it's going to be. Bachchan Paandey is the remake of the 2014 Tamil film Jigarthanda. This is the story in short of Bachchan Paandey, and here's the review. You can read, of course, my full review and the rating of this film in the Times of India. The link is in the description. So welcome to Baghwa. This is the land that is so lawless that here the cops are beaten up by the goons in broad daylight and the journalists are burnt alive. The gundas here only speak the language of guns and golis, and the most notorious of them all is Bachchan Paandey. That's of course Akshay Kumar, जिसकी आंखें और दिल दोनों पत्थर के हैं. The larger than life persona of this hitman catches the fancy of the struggling filmmaker Myra, played by Kriti, Sanon, who lands in Baghwa to make a full-fledged feature film on him. Her friend Vishu, that's Arshad Varsi, is a struggling actor who reluctantly agrees to help her in this doomed mission, and thus begins a bloody roller coaster ride that is marked by death and destruction. It's an interesting plot, but it does not belong to Bollywood because this is an official remake of a South film. Of course, we have seen it all in the trailer itself that pretty much reveals the entire story and the few punches that can make you chuckle. But if you're looking for more entertainment than you saw in the trailer, then you would be in for a nasty surprise as Bachchan Paandey doesn't deliver the goods consistently. It's a massive setup that seems heavily inspired by the Tarantino school of filmmaking. There are sweeping slow-mo shots of the protagonist driving around in his vintage open car in dry and arid landscapes of North India, and an eerily cheerful background score that ensures that his dark deeds don't evoke much fear within the audience. Then does it evoke comedy? Well, no, because barring a few jokes which you've already seen in the trailer, there aren't many more to begin with. This despite an amalgamation of talented character artists who are known for their perfect comic timing, like Sanjay Mishra, who plays the stuttering Baffaria Chacha, or Pankaj Tripathi as the strict acting coach Bhavesh Bhoplo from Gujarat. They bring in the laughs when they deliver their punchlines, but their characters are overshadowed by so much else that's going on in this chaotic mess. Arshad Varsi has more screen time but doesn't ever get a chance to shine in this dark comedy like he did in Munna Bhai, of course. Co-writer and producer Sajid Nadiadwala uses the first half to set up the story, but it doesn't move at a desired pace. There are some minor conflicts and plot twists that make you look forward to the second half. Logic is consistently sacrificed for mindless entertainment, which also is never really served to us as the screenplay takes forever to make a point. The music is a big letdown and only adds to the runtime. Akshay Kumar once again tries hard to be funny and scary and ends up being neither. But he does seem to have a lot of fun playing this crazy murderer who kills for pleasure. His backstory is so lame and unconvincing that we stopped believing in those back in the 1990s. Kriti Sanon looks gorgeous and performs well within her character, but we really wish she chooses her characters more carefully and chooses ones that bring out her full acting potential. Jacqueline Fernandez as Bachchan Paandey's girlfriend Sophie is so repetitive and restricted that it's really hard to tell this one apart from many other previous roles that she's played before. Ditto for Pratik Babbar, who plays a goofy goon once again and doesn't impress this time either. Much less privileged actors like Abhimanyu Singh and Saharsh Kumar Shukla are far more entertaining as Pendulum and Kandi respectively. For the action fans, there is enough brutality and bloodbath that is shot in slick frames. Given that it's a remake of a formula film in the genre of dark action comedies, Bachchan Paandey replicates what has already worked in the South. But even with all its added grandiosity and star power, this one only manages to entertain in bits and pieces in its 2.5 hour long runtime. So that's my review, guys. You can read it full in the Times of India along with the rating of this film. But before I leave, let me remind you that the full 40% off on the It Really Works vitamins is still exclusively available only on my channel, and you can use it to order your 3 months ka supply. Just click on the link given in the description and use promo code RONAK40 and see the price reduce and your hair grow. Of course, I tried it myself and I've been using it for a very long time. My brother here in Mumbai also uses it, and we've both seen quite a few benefits of it. My hair had like huge volumes before, and suddenly I lost most of it, but after consuming these vitamins within 3 months I saw a lot of visible difference, and that's when I started promoting it on my channel. If you really believe me, and if you think that you have hair thinning issues, you have hair fall issues, you have issues with your hair not growing properly, or whether you are a man or a woman, it doesn't matter. This works for everyone, and it's very simple. You just have to have 2 pills. Either you can have 2 together, or you can have 2 separately after each meals, and you have to have it with 1 full glass of water. That's the only requirement. So order it if you need it, or simply just ignore this information, like how Bollywood ignores logic in its stories. Connect with me on Instagram, on Facebook, and on Twitter. I'm available as @Reviewron or @Ronak on Twitter. Like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell icon if you've already subscribed to this channel. But as always, even if you don't do any of these things, thank you so much for watching this one. Please take care of yourself and those around you. Jai Hind.